surprises of the men's competition is Israel's Michael Shmerkin. But overcoming long odds is really nothing new for him. The story of his life is one of scaling seemingly insurmountable obstacles. He pours his soul onto the ice, but the ice shows no compassion for the path his soul has taken. In Ukraine, where Misha Shmerkin grew up, he was told that Russian Jews couldn't represent the Soviet Union abroad. So his parents devised a scheme to sidestep the authorities.
When I began to make progress in figure skating, there became a question of nationality, what to do to become Russian. My parents decided to divorce. It was a very uneasy step. Then my mother had to have a fictitious paper marriage. That was how I became Russian.
When Misha was 21, his family moved to the Jewish homeland, Israel. Now it was his turn to sacrifice.
I understood that I had to give up skating. I had to give up everything. But at this present date, I don't regret that we have left. My parents wanted a better life for their children.
At Israel's lone regulation-sized rink, Uzis are as commonplace as skates. It's located in the north, near a desolate road, which separates two countries, two cultures. Here, along the Israeli-Lebanese border, Misha now trains and raises his family with bomb shelters, a constant reminder of the dangers.
I'm a fatalist. If it is destined, it is destined. You can't hide here. For instance, we are talking now, and the missile may be here any moment, and you can't do anything.
So he skates, maybe more for ideals than medals. In 1994, he became Israel's first and only delegate to the Winter Olympics. But the scars on his soul remain. 1995, Skate Canada.
An athlete said to me, "Misha, your president has been killed."
Eyewitnesses say the shooting occurred at close range. A suspected gunman has been arrested.
I was shocked. I couldn't imagine a Jew could raise a hand against a Jew. Our federation head told me, "You are now representing Israel. Show them what you can do."
Done!
His finest performance, forever linked to his country's darkest hour, Yitzhak Rabin's assassination. No, the ice may never know the path his soul has taken, but Misha knows.
For me, it was a great honor that I was the first to say, yes, I am Jewish and I want to represent Israel. They say a stranger will always be a stranger. This is my country, and for Israel, I'll never be a stranger.
Well, Brent, he has faced so much adversity in his life, and everything that he has accomplished, he has certainly earned. Michael Shmerkin in 8th place after the short program representing Israel. Here he is on the world stage.
He's going to really need to fight during this program because in the 6-minute warm-up, he had a very tough time. He wasn't rotating straight at all in the air, and you could see it was frustrating him.
Triple flip jump, a double. This, a triple axel double toe, a double axel rather. Remember, the fact that he changes his mind and does something that is perfectly acceptable does not deduct any marks from his program. He can simply do the other one that he had planned or might have wished to do at a later point.
That's the jump that he missed in the warm-up, and he still was a little tilted in the air on that.
I suspect there's an enormous amount of pressure on him, that he really takes the fact that he's carrying his country on his back in this ice rink.
Well, it's interesting, Dick, if Michael Shmerkin ends up in the top 10, Israel would be eligible to send 2 skaters to next year's World Championships and the Olympics. Michael's the only one right now skating on this level.
Here's his next triple axel attempt. During these slow parts in a guy's program, a lot of time you'll try to regroup. And if you've had a bad opening, you have a little slow time to skate around and sort of get your mental capacity back.
Are you thinking about rearranging your program at this point, too?
Not usually you don't think of that, but it's a fresh new start when you start building up for the jump again after you've had a little bit of a rest.
It isn't so much rearranging the program, it's simply placing a jump that you may not have completed, but have done something perfectly acceptable, like a double instead of a triple axel, of placing that triple axel later. And most of the time you have a place for that already worked out.
Little crooked in the air on that, but he saved it. He fought through that one.
One of those very few laybacks.
A little tough on that triple loop, but under-rotated by a quarter of a turn.
What happened there? That was just a total failure.
Well, you know, when you make so many mistakes in a program, it's exhausting because it ruins your momentum that you're used to in practice.
Well, not a great performance for Michael Shmerkin.
Well, he's had to overcome so much adversity just to be able to compete. An appreciative hand from the audience. Michael Shmerkin of Israel. Coming up next, the silver medalist from the U.S. Championships. We'll see if Michael Weiss has the quad jump in his program tonight. After this message and a word from our ABC stations.
News at 5 minutes.
Michael Shmerkin of Israel in 8th place after the short program. And it was not a good night for him. His technical merit marks, there they are.
4.6, 4.6. Second mark, 4.9, 5.3, 4.8, 5.1.
His free skate counting for 2/3 of the overall score. There are his presentation marks.
Showing us on the ice.